All right, welcome guys and gals to the long-term Elliott wave count that I'm using for Eurodollar. I'm going to go through from the weekly charts down to probably the 4-hour charts and just give you an overview of my outlook for Eurodollar over the next, the coming year anyway. First of all, I want to show you make sure that you go over to bullwaves.org, check out the site, check out the latest blog updates, and stick in your email address there, and we will send you, or I will send you, weekly Elliott wave updates for free. So it's a win-win. All right, let's get down to the market itself. This is Eurodollar. This is the weekly chart, and this is the long-term count that I'm working with for the last few years. Alrighty. So off the all-time high there, you can see that was back in 2008. You can see that we've had an initial move down in an A wave, then we had an A, B, C, D, E contracting triangle in a B wave, and then a final 5-wave move down in C. So that 3-wave movement altogether, an initial 5 waves down, contracting triangle, and another 5 waves down. That gives us 3 overall waves in wave A. Since the wave A low in, let's get a date on that, in 2015, so that was March 2015. Since that wave A low at about 104, we've had this kind of long, drawn-out corrective move sideways and upwards, which lately we've retraced a little bit of that. So the move off the wave A low in 2008 is viewed as an expanded flat correction upwards. So we have an A, B, C move up, and wave C itself has traced out 5 waves, and we've reached a top, and we've touched the long term. If you can see this trend channel that connects the 2008 high down through the B wave high in 2014 and continues on down towards the bottom right hand corner of the chart, you see that the price topped out in February 2018, touched that trend line and has moved impulsively off that trend line again. So in the long term, what I think we're tracing out here in general is 3 waves down in A, 3 waves up in B, and we're probably moving into a 5 waves pattern to the downside in wave C. And I think wave C should be targeted to the at or below the all-time low, which was about 82 cents against the dollar. So I think we have a long way down to go yet. We've just started on that in early 2018, and we should move down in 5 waves towards the lower trend line again, possibly in the 2020 area. At that point, we'll see whether the euro actually still exists after that, or whether you get a complete political breakdown. I think myself, my money is on a complete political breakdown at that stage, or coming into that stage, which is already, the fragmentation and the seeds for the fragmentation have already been planted, well planted, over the last few years. So let's get on into the recent action in this B wave, and we'll see if we can kind of unpeel this onion even a bit further. Okay, so let's get down into the daily chart. So we'll manipulate this chart a little bit and get into this daily chart. So that's the B wave high there recently. In what was the actual date of the high? Was probably the 15th of February, I think, or 15th or 16th of February, 2018. So there's the wave A low back in 2015, January 15, and you can see we had 3 waves up in wave A. We had a large, long, protracted, 3 waves pattern to the downside in wave B. That's in wave B in red there. And since that, we've had 5 waves up in C. That 5-wave pattern met the upper trend line and has been pushed off that trend line since the February high there. So 5 waves up suggests that the C wave is complete, and now we should, wave C of B is complete, and now we should start heading down in wave 1 of C. So I think we have completed wave 1 of 1. We could probably, the initial pattern off the high is still to be revealed, really, because we're still right in the middle of the initial move off the high. So we're looking at a wave 1 and 2 pattern completing at the moment. This is in June 2018, and we should see then, once we hit a high in wave 2, we should see a move further lower into wave 3. I don't know if that's wave 3 of C or wave 3 of 1 of C. Well, that'll be revealed as we go on. Okay, here is the 4-hour pattern off the high. Again, as I said, it's quite hard to, as an initial move in as an initial wave of a new trend starts, it's quite hard to pin down the degree of each particular move within, or each particular wave within that move. So at the moment we're working with a 1, 2, 3, and 4 complete, and possibly moving down into wave 5 of 1. Again, these short-term patterns, while they fit with the longer-term patterns, it's always useful to keep on top of yourself and keep on your toes, and keep kind of fluid within the larger pattern, and to be aware that these short-term patterns may change, and they could change quite rapidly. But in general, I think we've topped in a B wave, this large B wave in black here, and we're heading down to below parity in wave C. So we'll leave you with the daily chart here, and this is the top in wave B, and I don't think that top should be broken. I think we should start to see lower highs form and an acceleration to the downside in wave C black. Okay, so that's the long-term count for euro-dollar. Make sure you head over to bullwaves.org and sign up for the email newsletter, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.